Hi guys, Kim here. Welcome to Backyard Blooms. This is my very first live, whether it is good or bad, and I thought I would do a November garden tour here with you live. So let's go for it. I have some gorgeous camellias that are in bloom right now, and I'm going to turn the camera around and show you guys. So I'm really not sure which way to do, up and down or sideways for live, but I guess I'm going to do sideways. So this is my very back garden right here. This is where I spend all my time. And right now it's in the 50s, but the way the sun is hitting the back porch back here, it is absolutely gorgeous. It feels so good, but now when I go to the front, it's really, really cold. Now, what is gorgeous in my garden right now is the containers and a lot of the camellias. So Sasha wanted to come out here and join me. There's Sasha. She's enjoying the sunshine right now. So let's start over here in the corner. So I have some containers right here that are just hanging baskets. And this right here is the jasmine, the summer and snow jasmine. Now you guys, they're paving my road and it just turned on, so I'm not going to be able to control all the noise here, so I do apologize. But look at this gorgeous jasmine right here. A lot of variegation, a lot of different colors on there. I think it's just so pretty. And it says that this plant does well in the ground as ground cover and in hanging baskets, so I thought I'd give it a try. And then I have some of the strawberries here from Proven Winners. And Sasha's gonna come over and take a smell. Aren't you, baby girl? This is a Proven Winners plant that came back from last year. I'm so sorry, I just cannot remember the name right this second. And then over here, I have some pansies, some violas, and some grass. And I do have videos on all of this, so you can go back and take a look. But look how gorgeous these pansies are right there. And then they're wanting to turn away from me because I guess they're trying to get to the sun. We have some David Austin roses right here. And then this is the only thing about going live is that you can't start and stop. So this is the little outdoor area that we hang out. I'm just drinking my coffee. Today I have mushroom coffee. I don't know if you guys have ever tried mushroom coffee, but it's really good for you and good for bloating. So I thought I'd try it, and I actually love it more than my regular coffee. I do put some creamer in it though. And then I want to share with you this gorgeous begonia right here. That's from Proven Winners also. No, it likes more shade. Let me show you the tag. Proven Accents Pegasus. That's the name of that one. All right. So let's go find some pretty things in bloom. This container right here contains a Ms. America. M-I-Z America, and then it's got some pretty pansies in there as well. And I had some ornamental peppers. Trying to get my shadow out. Some ornamental peppers here. Now the frost have gotten some of them, so I could probably remove them. And this is thyme. I think this is really pretty. What do you guys think? Like how dainty that little bloom is right there. And then I have a Rebecca over here and then some ornamental grass as well. So you can see the ornamental grass there. So pretty. So my daughter Jenna just said, "Hi, Mama." Thank you, Jenna. So say hi if you guys are on here watching me, and make sure you like it. And then right here, I have a palm that we just bought from Lowe's, and this will not winter over very well, but I'm surprised that it's wintering right now. It has gotten hit by the frost a couple of times. And then this is lemon coral sedum right here, and this is blue, it's called lobula right there. And that's just in a blue pot right there. But this lemon coral sedum, you guys, is so, so pretty, and it's loving its life in this container right here. And then that right there is a Yoshio cryptomera tree. They've been in the ground for 4 years. In these pots, I have 3 of these, and they're all the same. So again, I repeated the Ms. America right here. I did some white pansies, and these are the big pansies that get bigger blooms. Look how gorgeous that is with that little bit of striking purple in the middle and yellow center. And then I threw some yellow and some orange in here. And one of my subscribers said it looked like candy corn. I thought that was kind of, and it does, it looks like candy corn. I never even thought about that. And this Ms. America right here is a mustard, I'm sorry. Never thought that that was a mustard. It looks like kale to me. And then I thought this was cabbage. Anything that flowers in the middle is not a cabbage, it is a kale. So that's doing really pretty. And like I said, I have 3 of these. And these yellow pansies right here are trailing pansies. And then I have my concrete containers right there. So this is what I call my cottage garden right here. I have some Walker's Low down here that I still need to cut back, but it's still giving me a lot of interest in the garden right now. And then I have some Gara. I do have some grasses back here too, right there. So some of the things I need to still come back and prune back. I still have some cone flowers blooming out. Can you believe that? And then these are just repeated the same. My candy corn spirea is doing really good. I love all the colors that are on this, and it's giving me a lot of good fall colors as well. And this is an annual, and I just cut it back, and hopefully it'll still come back for us. Some of the annuals, since we are in a zone 8 here in Charlotte, North Carolina, they'll still come back for us. And this one didn't get hit by the frost, so it's still giving me some blooms. Then you could see some things are starting to look kind of sad here because they did get hit by the frost. This ivy is looking really pretty on this container right here. Look how pretty this ivy is. It's variegated as well. Throw some little art into your garden as well. My friend Loretta gave me this. And these orange pansies are looking so pretty here as well. I have 3 baskets like this. And then this is just kind of painting around the rest of the garden here. This is where some of my David Austin roses are. And on the trellis right there, I have some clematis. And then right now, my evergreens are just shining in the garden because normally they don't get their time, but right now they're having their time. So this is an Ellie Stevens, and I cut it to be like a little topiary. Ellie's garden says, good morning, Kim. Good morning, Ellie. So those are Nellie Stevens, and they normally look like Christmas trees, but you can prune them up and give them a shape that you like. So that's all I did, was cut all the bottom limbs off and just round it off on the top. And then I have a little windmill thing there just to give a little bit of interest. And then this right here is my rose garden. So the roses, I have a few blooms. They're pretty much for the most part done, but they are all surrounded by the Sprinter boxwoods. And I have 4 different types of roses in this area. And I have 2 of the crepe myrtles here. Just trying to give you an idea. Now these are reblooming. I have a bee around my face. And they have given me lots and lots of blooms from all the way from, I'm gonna say May till now. And this is an Oakland holly right there. And I love the structure of this tree. It is done really well. It doesn't get too tall. It gets about 15 feet tall. And I've never really had to prune on it much. Every now and then it gets a real wild limb and have to prune that off. And then this is my raised bed from Savannah. If you're interested in this, I have a link on my description. And then it has several covers too, so I'm gonna put another cover on it for winter time, and it'll act like it's a little greenhouse. And I think I'm gonna plant some spinach in there. And then I have the Yoshio cherry tree. And then of course, make sure you feed your birds. I love my birds. And then look, this, yarrow is doing really good right here. So this yarrow really, really likes this space right here. And it's still giving me some blooms in late November. And then I have some of the Easter lilies, or Easter flowers, starting up right here already from last year. Now these are daylilies that I cut back. That right there are the bulbs that I planted last year. All right, so let's go up here. I really, really wanted to show all my camellias with you. Ellie says I want to rotate my phone, but when I did, it says it's locked for whatever reason. So I don't know why it's not giving me that rotation. Let me see. So it likes this, maybe if I go this way. All right, Ellie. I don't know why it says it's locked. I'll have to figure that out. That's me. I don't think I want to do that. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. It's only giving me up and down. I'm going to have to figure out how to unlock it. All right, so this is a Boscabelle right here. I don't have very many blooms on this one to share with you guys. I need to come and deadhead. Actually, there's a little bit of an older bloom. This is the fire pit area. So I did get all of my limelight hydrangeas pruned right here. And I just kind of wanted these emerald green arborvitaes to kind of shine a little bit. And I did put lights on them. So I don't know if you saw that. So I get to enjoy lights this year. And those are a couple more of the hanging baskets. So make sure you like and share, you guys. And if you've not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button for me. And of course, I've got planes. I live close to an airport, so I can hear the plane in the background. And this jazzberry petunia, super petunia, this one has done better for me than plant. Look how gorgeous it is, and I still have bees on it as well. You can see the bees buzzing around it. And then I have some sedum that needs to be cut back. Love this sedum. And this type was, let's see. I love my tags because I always forget. This was the Pride and Joy sedum. And it did really, really good. And especially in this spot right here too. Okay, so this is my limelight hedge. And then some of the stuff that I was trying to underplant, some's doing okay. My Roxanne is what I really, really liked. Lemon coral sedum. And then I have Miss Grace here. She's so pretty. She is from Unique Stone. My Roxanne geranium does really good in this area for me. All right, so let's go to the side garden. This is my new arbor that I got for my birthday. And it is made out of iron. It's really sturdy. I have a couple of David Austin roses down here that I'm going to have growing up this year. And you can hear background noise. I'm so sorry. This is a container that I did when I looked like I was. This is the cypress. I feel that looks like a little, the tree from the Grinch, my Grinch's tree. And these pansies are really, really pretty. And these are like a red type pansy. And I have heuchera in there. And then I also have some St. John's wort. And like I said, I still have not planted my tulips because in our zone we have to make sure the cold periods. And then I matched my pansies with these, my tulips, with these yellow pansies. And they're so pretty. This just gives me just a great pop of color here on the side. This is white by the gate camellia right there. So I have 2 of those. I did have 3 and 1 in the middle didn't make it. And for some reason, my Sasha girl likes this pulmonaria. I don't know why she likes to eat that. I have no idea why. Pretty Little Garden says, hi Kim, how exciting, alive, love your channel, thank you. And then this is another camellia. This one is called Apple Blossom. And it's starting to, I've had a couple, and I heard if they fall that they're not well watered, but I've been watering these, so I don't think that is the case for these right now. But how exciting. I've got so many blooms, buds on this one. So many. I love to be able to share blooms with you guys this time of year. Oh, and then this is my Ferrofugum. Sasha, what are you doing? And then I've got buds on that one too. Look how pretty that plant is. This one's a hard to find plant, but I would like to find more. And it's variegated too. You can see the variegation on that plant. Ferrofugum, if I'm saying that right. I know you guys get a good laugh at me sometimes on how I say things, but that's okay. And another name for this one is lungwort. And it blooms like a salmon in the springtime. And then, of course, more pansies. And then I have to share with you this little pot from Unique Stone. Isn't that cute? I wish I could turn the background noise, you guys, off. That's my challenge. I never know what's going to go on in my suburban neighborhood. And this is the other camellia. The same white by the gate camellia. Here's my little red bud that I planted that went crazy with the roots. All right, let me swing around here. Let's go to the very front. So yeah, one of my neighbors is, I don't know what he's doing over there, Lord. I said I need a quiet and then make sure everybody doesn't do anything while I'm filming. So this is my container from, this is the aquapot from Proven Winners. And this is my favorite thing like right now in bloom, guys. Look at this oregano. Look how pretty that is. This is an ornamental oregano called Beautiful Kent, I believe. And oh my gosh, it is beautiful. Just love it. And then I have a couple of purple pansies in there. And then this is also a perennial that I can replant in the garden. I think it's called Wedgwood or Edgewood. I'll have to find out for sure on this name. And then this one's a Fatsia. Love this. I can replant that again. We finally turned it off. Yay. And then another ornamental kale right there. And this is the, I can't remember the name every time. The snow. It's got 3 different varieties. Cannot think of it. I'm sorry, you guys. But it's doing really, really good too. This one's been going ever since I planted it in the springtime. And then some more of the see, I told you. This is the only thing about going live is that I can't think of anything. Hukra. That little Unique Stone pot, it wasn't too pricey. I'm thinking it was around $70. And then, of course, I bought that from Jenny at Creekside. I don't know if you guys know Jenny from Creekside, but she lives about 40 minutes away from me. And I do make several trips from her a couple times a year. I don't get everything from her, but I do get a lot from her. And then I have some violas down here, more real vibrant yellow violas. Now the difference between violas is that you get smaller blooms but more blooms than a pansy. Pansies are bigger, less blooms. Violas have more blooms, smaller though. So I have a whole little section here. And then this one right here is my Kinsman container that I bought online from Kinsman. I do love their products. And you guys, I think this kale, this flowering kale, would have been so pretty, just stacked all the way up. But I like a variety. Look at that. Isn't it so pretty? So I have yellow, the white flowering kale going all the way around. And then I have the pansies or violas, pansies. Here it is. This one is called Beaksfield variety. right there with the purple and yellow center. And then I have some Dicandra falls. And then I planted some more of the orange pansies up here with the Miss America as well. And this is just showing you that I'm a proud mama of a soldier. His name's Kyle, and he's in the 173rd. Cynthia said, hey, 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 I'm back at work today. Love that tiered container. Where's work for you at, Cynthia? Like work? I do ultrasound for a living, and this is my off day. It varies each week though, but I love to be able just to do this full time. Just like Janie with the dig plant water repeat, and she had me on her garden zone 8 if you guys been watching her different zones. And then just some more pansies and some funky little corkberry grass right there. And Cynthia asked me what zone I'm in. I'm in zone 8, Charlotte, North Carolina. And today the temperatures, I mean, it's chilly out in the front, but warmer in the back. And I think it's in the 40s right now. So yeah, I'm shaking because I'm nervous and because it's cold. And Cynthia says she's a school teacher in Texas. That's awesome. She said she'd love to be a full-time gardener there too. She's zone 9. And then another Ms. America, and I love these violas. They're so cute. Look how cute that is with the contrast here. Let me see what they are. They are called Color Max Popcorn. Is what this variety is. Love it. Isn't that beautiful? I love contrast. It just makes everything pop from a distance. Now I need to change all my pillows and everything out to Christmas. I'm going more natural this year. If you watched all my Christmas stuff last year, I had big red and green balls that looked, I did get a lot of compliments. Everybody loved them. But this year I'm going with a more natural theme, just as I did with my Christmas. The outside, bring in the outside in, more natural this year. And then of course I chose more of a like a lilac pansy up here. 2 flats up here. And then I'm gonna put yellow, white, and cream tulips. And I'm gonna put 400 tulips up here. You guys, like, I overdid on the tulips. I just don't even know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna be overwhelmed when I start planting them, but I like to pack everything in, so we'll just pack it in. Oh, Cynthia said that she added every person that Janie featured. Yes, I remember that. And then I have my maple there. And then I have a couple of boxwoods that are spiral. And this is what I really, really wanted to share with you guys. This was my thumbnail that I did for today. Let me show you. So this one right here is a camellia, and it's the dwarf one. And this one has been in this pot for 3 years, and it just does great in this container. So it gets a little bit of shade because it's underneath the porch, but isn't that so pretty, you guys? Let me just show you this bloom up close. Like, I love showing the center of blooms. Right there. So I'm trying to back up here, not get poked by the roses. I think I just got attacked by the rose. This rose right here is called Lady of the Lake. And I thought it was fitting because I have a lake right behind me. We live right behind Lake Wylie. So I'm not lakefront, but I can still see the lake. And then I do have a bloom way up there still. Now it's normally like a real light pink. And then I have some hips up there too. Do you guys see the hips? So that's Lady of the Lake from David Austin. And this was the only thing that I left from the builder grade that they put in. This is another holly, and I have no idea what kind. And then I have a sprinter boxwood hedge up here too, along with my spiral topiaries of boxwood. I have a concrete container, and my neighbor's opening her garage door. It just is what it is. And I have some pink geraniums here. They're still putting out some flowers. Now I've heard people say that they will dig these up and put them in a bag and then store them in the garage. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. I probably should have already done it. And this is a side garden that I did this past year. So you guys seen me plant all of this up. This is the sun hosta that I absolutely love. I've got some serendipity there. And look at the fall color on this, you guys. This is a Henry Spire from Proven Winners. I think it's called, I get confused with the, I think it's called Centlantia, I believe. But I just love that all this color on there. I can do several of these as a hedge. I think it's just so, so pretty. And it has really loved my zone. Kristen asked if I had baptisia. Yes, I do. And I actually have not, I'll show you in just a second, I have not pruned it back yet. And this is Salvia from Proven Winners. This is just an annual, and it's doing really, really good. That's Playing the Blues Salvia. And I cut it back because it was getting so out of control, and then it popped right back up, and then it's still doing great. It's still blooming, and the bees are still on it. Oops, I'm sliding. Can you see that bee? The bees are still on there. And then I planted from Jenny at Creekside, I bought 3 of these smaller camellias, and they're white. Right here, I bought 3 because I like to plant in sets of 3 because it just gives you that bigger pop of color. And then, let's see, that right there is Yin and Yang Viburnum. I can't tell you which one. And I replanted that one. I had it in the front, and I didn't think it was going to get that big, but it gets a good size. But I still think it would be a good front plant border, but just not in front of windows because it's still going to hide your windows. And then I have some more hydrangeas. I think this was the Tough Stuff Aha hydrangeas. Some dianthesis. I have some columbine that's not in bloom, but still giving me some winter interest. And then down here, I planted like a light rose pansy right here. Different rose colors, because on this section, I'm gonna have pink and peach tulips all in this side garden here. And I bought so many tulips and so many different Easter flowers. I can't think of the name. Cynthia says salvia does great in Houston. She wants to try the Henry Spire. Of course, when I film, like I can throw everything up that I don't remember the names. And this is my Buddleia right here from Proven Winners. And it still, in our area, still gives us a little bit of evergreen on it, so it doesn't lose all of its leaves, and can see the bumblebee on that one too. And then right here is where I had those new lilac hardy hydrangeas. So I can plant a lot of Easter flowers all around in that area. I can just pack them in there because these are real late for us. They come up in late summer. They're one of the latest. My daughter Ashley says, "Hi, Mama." She just visited me for the whole entire weekend, and I so love spending time with her and her two kids, Avery and Braxton. Avery's the one that does all the cheer. So I go there and just love watching them play sports. Braxton is in baseball. Since Kyle, he was supposed to come home for leave, and they canceled their leave, which I was kind of bummed about that. But the world's crazy right now, so I understand. Cynthia said her celosia and vinca still looks amazing in her bed. My vinca got hit by the frost, and so did my celosia, so I had to pull that out. So I have 5 of these Proven Winners Buddleia, and they're the blue. And let's see. I need to prune back my Limelight Standard trees. I still need to do that. I debated whether to leave the blooms on, but I think I'm going to go ahead and cut them back. And then more salvia. And I don't know if you noticed when I had, this is my obelisk, where I had that Proven Winners potato vine that was an upside down key lime potato vine. I had 2 of those, and it was just crazy. So that is all gone now. And I did plant some more clematis right there. 2 clematis. I've got a white and a hot pink growing up this right here. And then I have some, it was called Blue Jean, Baby Blue Jean. What is the term? Russian sage. I've got 4 of those around here. So in my vision, I wanted the Russian sage, then the clematis, and then I have 4 David Austin roses that are the Munstead wood. And I got 1 here, 1 right here, and then 2 of them didn't make it, but David Austin has a 5-year guarantee. And then, so I'm going to plant another one back there and 1 over there. So we'll see in my vision what it's going to look like in a couple of years. And then I have lots of hens and chicks right here, and they're doing great. So I can grow them in the ground, but for some reason I cannot do well with them in a pot. So Cynthia, my son is stationed in Italy, Vicenza, Italy. He's in the 173rd Airborne there. He's been there for 2.5 years, and he's got another half year there. And I'm so excited to see what this is going to look like when it starts blooming. This is my winter Daphne, and it's going to have light pink blooms on it. I'm super, super excited. I bought this plant when I was in Raleigh, when I took Sasha to the NC State to have some stuff done there. And I asked her, I said, if you have 1 plant here that you would have to have, what would it be? And she told me this one. It was pricey, but I went ahead and bought it. And I love the style of it right now. And it just has like, it's variegated, so it just has some like really light variegation on the tips. I love how it gives me the interest that I need in the garden right now. So super, super excited about that one. And then one of the things that I can't grow very well here is the, help me out. And I love this plant from Laura with Garden Answer too. Lavender, but there was a type of lavender, and that's the type that does really well for Laura, and it doesn't do good for me. I do have some lavender in pots that are doing okay. The Phenomenal Lavender is doing better for me. Can you see Sasha up there? All right, and I have some tea olive, osmanthus, sweet tea olive, and they're in bloom right now too. but I just can't smell them yet. Jenny said she loves the smell, and I just can't seem to smell it yet. But I've got 4 of these, and the reason why I did 4 of these is for a screening. So when we're out on our porch right there, that we don't have to see the neighbors. Just for privacy. Not that I don't want to see my neighbors, because I love all my neighbors. We're so lucky. We have great neighbors. All right, and this is the other side, and oh, look, I have a bloom. This one has not bloomed for so long. Look, this is just for you guys. This is Thomas Graham, and this one's a yellow rose, and the other one that's on the arbor is a yellow rose too. But look, this is just for you guys. And then this was the pot where I told you all the flowers are facing the other way. I have pansies and violas in there, so you can see the difference. The little ones are pansies, and the big ones are violas. Which one's your favorite? Like, Jenny always says that the pansies give more color. No, I said that wrong. She says the violas give her more color. But for some reason, I feel like the pansies are giving me more color. And for some reason, I really battled black spot on my roses this year, so I don't know what I'm gonna have to do different. Cynthia said she hasn't tried lavender yet. And then I have some low-growing junipers all the way down here on this side right here. When I planted these, I never really had an intention of doing YouTube. So I just planted these so they would help not erode this hill. So, but they like this area. And here's my baptisia right here that I need to prune back. So it's already gone to those seed pods, and they rattle. You hear it rattling? See if I can show you the seed pods in there. So that's what the seeds look like inside. Not if you drop these seeds and can replant them. Yes, you can. But I've not had this plant go to seed and pop up a new plant yet. So I got several things that I need to move around in the garden, and I just have not got time to it yet. But I have this yarrow that I want to move. And since that other yarrow is doing really well, I'm going to move this one. This was a yellow yarrow. And then I'm going to move these two. These are the alliums, the serendipity. I really do love those, but they're just not getting enough sun here. Of course, your garden changes, but now that these trees have gotten so big in my garden, it's close to going on 4 years old. Now I have more shade where I just had all sun before. And this was another Russian sage. This has been in the ground, you guys, for 4 years. Look how sad it is. That's as tall as it gets. So I tried the other variety of Russian sage over by my obelisk, but this is a variety that Laura likes and does really well in hers. And I cannot get it to grow really well here. So that's some things that do good for her, and I fell in love with the plants that she likes. And I do not get sponsored by Proven Winners, but wished I would. And then I bought some milkweed and planted it, and it didn't do good this year at all. So that's milkweed. And then I've got some more hydrangeas back there, the pufferfish hydrangea. So I need to get in here and just cut all this back. Is it milkweed? What does good for the monarchs? Milkweed. And then I have another it's in the hardy hibiscus family, Rose of Sharon right here. This is the pink one. And you could see some of the the bulbs coming up from last year. And then just down on the other side of the cottage garden down here, I have lots of Rose of Sharons. Some did good and some did not. Some the deer pruned back for me. So I have a magenta, a lavender, and a blue. So look, I have a lot of buds still that just never budded out. And that scentless bug was all over them this year, but I heard that they don't cause any damage. And then this one was a free-for-all that came up. Can you see it? So I guess I thought it was not supposed to go to seed. This is a variety of Rose of Sharon that doesn't, but maybe it just doesn't as much because I've still pulled several of them out. And this has some major root system to it. So it never bloomed. I thought I had a couple of buds on there, but I don't know, I'm gonna leave it and see what it does. Who knows what color it's gonna be. And I think that's what it is another Rose of Sharon. It had the same leaves on it, but I don't know why it still got leaves. It's really, really weird. Milkweed, yes, she said milkweed. Carmen said, hey Kim. Hi Carmen. Got some berries on these Nellie Stevens. Actually, when I did my Christmas tour, if you guys didn't see my Christmas tour inside, I foraged a bunch of greens and brought them inside, so you can watch that video. And then I'm back around, so that's my garden. I only live on 1/4 of an acre, and we live in a HOA with lots of houses around us. So the thing that I'm going to do next year, I wanted to put window boxes underneath here, but the sun hits that so hard, and everything that I had in this little planter box, which Luna Bonna sent me this little box right there for me to try out. And I have the links also in some of my descriptions too. But I had to be really careful because the flowers in here got hit by the sun. So I do have some sedum. I need to replant that sedum in there as well, so I can replant that. And lemon coral sedum is an annual, but it does come back for us. But my project for next year is that I want to take that sidewalk right there and bring it all the way to where it hooks up with this right here. And then from there to the wall, I want to do as a flower bed. So that's going to be my project for next year. I don't know, guys, can you see me this way? It just says it's locked. And it doesn't look like you can see me. This is my first live, so I don't know. I'm gonna bring it back. Well, I hope you enjoyed this live garden tour. It wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought I was gonna be super, super nervous, but just kind of do your thing and talk about plants, and I talk about plants and I just love it. So I wish I could just do this full time and nothing but this and give you guys lots and lots of content. But I hope you enjoyed this tour, and then tomorrow I'm going to have a video coming out on my Christmas but behind the scenes. So me just putting everything together and stuff, and you can hear me and Dawn, my neighbor, chit-chatting back and forth. So she's great, and I love how she films because she like zooms on me a little bit and then she'll zoom real close up to all the flowers that I love to show. So she films, and I guess she's watched enough of my videos that she actually knows too. So anyways, I hope I gave you some inspiration. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Give me a like for this video so you can send it out to all the YouTube world. And I hope that you had a happy Thanksgiving, and I think that you are amazing. I watched another YouTube channel and he points at you at the very end and he says, you are amazing. And I love that. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.